Brian Orr. I'm from the Ohio Army National Guard based out of Akron-Canton Airport in Greene, Ohio. We're part of the 3rd of the 238th GSAB, General Support Aviation Battalion. We brought our CH-47F model Chinook to the Wadsworth props and drops. So I'm currently a resident here in Wadsworth, Ohio. We brought our crew with Sergeant Phillips and Mr. Mentrak. Our mission at Akron-Canton Airport is to support all the part-time pilots and flight engineers and mechanics that come in during the weekends and during the week to help maintain proficiency in flying and aircraft maintenance. Our main mission with the cargo helicopter is transporting troops, equipment, and supplies to troops out in the field. We can either load internally or externally with 3 hooks that are underneath the aircraft. And we can do combat air assaults as well to support combat commander on the ground when we're in theater.
My name is Trooper Brian Dale with the State Highway Patrol's Aviation Section. We're based out of Columbus, Ohio at Don Scott OSU Airport. I'm standing next to one of our Cessna 182s. It's a high-performance high-wing aircraft that we use to patrol the skies here in the state of Ohio, keep the roads safe. We do everything from search and rescues and manhunts to transport flights, as well as traffic enforcement. Traffic enforcement involving speed violations, as well as lane change, reckless operation of motor vehicles, or anything else we can do to assist ground officers or ground law enforcement officers with. The Cessna 182, we've been flying it for quite a long time now, and it's a great, very reliable aircraft and very stable up in the air, so it allows us to do our operations, giving us good visibility to look down at the ground as well.
How many aircraft do the state have?
I believe it's 14 of the 182s, and then we have 2 helicopters, and then we have 1 Cessna Caravan.
Okay, and how long have you been with this operation?
I've been with the Highway Patrol since 2000, but I've been flying for the Highway Patrol since November 2004. I've been actually a pilot since October 1990.
What's the requirements to fly for that?
To fly for the State Highway Patrol, you do have to have a minimum of 2 years of working the road as a Highway Patrol trooper, and then once a position is available in the aviation section, a person can apply for that. They have to have a minimum of a private pilot and an instrument flight certificate, and the certificates have to be in good standing.
Well, thank you very much for letting us know about the Highway Patrol and what they do.
Thank you for inviting us here. Always a pleasure.
Hi, I'm Mike. I'm with Preferred Airports, Kidron, Ohio. We're here today at the Wadsworth Air Show, trying to get our word out about our business that's in Kidron, Ohio. We sell parts all over the world for small aircraft of many types, and mainly our twin Cessnas, like we have sitting here, is our main line that we salvage. We have an event coming up we'd like to tell everybody about. It's September 26th and 27th. It's called the Ohio Mata, and you can go to ohiomata.com for details. We're having a 5K run. We're going to have airplane rides, and we'd like to have everybody come out and support a really good cause, and hopefully have a lot of fun while you're there.
And tell us about what Preferred Airports does. I know you get aircraft and get those, but what do you support?
We support missionaries, various missionaries all around the world. Our owner actually spends a lot of time in Africa supporting Samaritan's Purse with Preferred Airports DC-3 turbine powered, and he is actually on the board of that. We also support Wycliffe Bible translation. We support JARS and various number of missionaries that really are off the map. Their big thing is they're trying to get the word out and spread the word of God to the world is what they're trying to do. And we support that. We salvage twin aircraft. We buy inventories all over the world of anything from helicopters to single engine planes. And by doing that, we hope to support all that we can.
Hello, I'm Dick Cheney from the Doylestown Barnstormers RC Club. We're down a little bit south of Wadsworth where our field is, about 5 miles from the airport here or so. And we're out here today to show the public some of our equipment and let them know what we do and things. And as you can see in front of me here, we have some airplanes that we fly down in our field. This is a electric. These are all electric right now. This is a jet that has around 100 miles an hour. We have planes over here that are made out of Dollar Tree foam. Very entry level airplanes, cost effective to get into the hobby. Over here we have an indoor plane. We fly these indoors. They may weigh a couple ounces, something like that, or even sometimes less than an ounce. And we fly those. And plus we also have the gas airplanes. Behind me is a big sailplane that fly up and turn off the motor and see how long and far you can glide for. Catch thermals and take it on up in the air. We'd love to have you come down and visit us. The spectators are welcomed. We have you can get on our website at doylestownbarnstormers.com. There's information on there and maps and numbers that you can call if you need more information. But come down and see us, and you know, we can teach you how to fly if you want to get into this. It's a lot of fun and very family-oriented type thing. If you want to do something with your son or daughter and build a plane and fly it, it's a great thing to do.
Thank you, Dick.
You're welcome.
Good morning. My name is Charlie Cartledge. I own the TBM Avenger here at Wadsworth. The aircraft was restored here at Wadsworth over a period of 14 years. Myself and a group of volunteers did the bulk of the restoration work. The TBM was primarily torpedo bomber during World War II. Carried a 2,000-pound torpedo and also the rockets, 4 rockets under each wing, and a 50 caliber gun in each wing, and also a 50 caliber on the turret. This aircraft was built towards the end of the war, July of 1945, so it did not see any combat. It was surplus in the middle 1950s, and it was converted to a sprayer fire bomber. They took all the armament off, the bomb doors, the turret, and put a tank in it and put spray booms underneath the wings. So they used it for a sprayer for, as far as we can tell, about 5 or 6 years, and then it was parked and used for spare parts. The aircraft was auctioned off in the mid-1980s and went to Florida, where they began restoration work. I purchased it in 1998, 1999, the winter, and it was in Florida at that time. They had begun the restoration work, but there was a lot to be done yet. So we brought it here in April of 1999 at Wadsworth. I worked on it for 14 years. Did most of the sheet metal work. I did all the painting, the fabrication, the hydraulic lines, fuel lines, cables, instruments, all the wiring, all the accessories basically. We sent the engine and propeller out to the shop and had them overhaul it. And it first flew in August of 2013. We keep the airplanes, both this and the Harvard AT-6, up at the Liberty Aviation Museum in Port Clinton, Ohio. They're flown regularly. We do flyovers for events, memorial services, and also these type of shows, fly-ins and air shows with the airplanes. We're glad to be here, and we thanks for the invite to be part of your show, and thank you.
What do you get about two?
Oh, well, it's really more for one person. This balloon, but they make them to where their balloon could be the basket could be the size of a basket could be the size of a like a school bus, and they carry like anywhere from 20 to 30 people on those big ones in Africa and other places where they get big rides. This is more of a trainer. This is more of a, you know, one pilot and an instructor, or a pilot and a passenger. Okay. Pilot and a passenger, but a small passenger, and you'd maybe be able to fly for an hour, hour and a half.
Do you have to have a license? Or?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a regular FAA pilot's license, just like for airplanes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you go through ground school training and flight training. You do a pilot exam with a designated examiner. Pass the test, pass a written test. They give you a verbal question and answers, make sure you know what you're talking about, and then you go out for a practical exam where you fly with an examiner, just like a driver's license. So, ready? We're going to warm up all of Wadsworth today. Get us warm again. How's that sound?
Now, how long is a balloon usually good for? I mean,
Oh, well, this one's 1999, so if you take good care of it, you know, it can last you a good long time. Depends on the type of balloon and the type of fabric and some of those things, but this balloon's lived a pretty charmed life, yeah, and it's been taken good care of, so it's going to last a good long while. So
I didn't think they lasted that long. I thought the material would get weak or stop holding air. Or...
Well, it does do that over time. And there's tests every year that they go through, regular maintenance inspections and examinations that they do. Just like a plane, you do an annual inspection. Or if you fly it a lot, then it's every 50 hours or 100 hours, depending on the condition of the balloon. And they try to, you know, they do pull tests on the fabric. They do porosity tests where they try to pull air through the fabric. And they can measure that to tell the shape it's in, and also the visual inspection. Every inch of the envelope is inspected, which is right over there if anybody wants to feel the envelope or look at it.
You call it an envelope? We
call it an envelope. It envelops hot air.
Okay.
So that's why we call it an envelope. Some people call it a bag of hot air.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your son.
Well, I got into ballooning because of, well, I've always, I had some cousins that were into ballooning back in the early 70s, and when I was a teenager I helped out a lot with them on crewing. And then as time would pass, I was down here at the Wadsworth Airport and helped out with the balloon races that were going on back in the in the 90s, late 80s and 90s, and our son Joe was had a passion for ballooning at the time, and still does. And this is his first balloon, and he bought a second balloon, left this one behind, and for me to learn how to fly it, which I did. He gave me instruction. Joe went out, has gotten his commercial balloon license and his airplane license, and he competes in hot air balloons all over the world. He's a nationally ranked competitor, and he's been to world competitions in Europe and here in the United States, and is soon to go to the Middle East and compete in Dubai for the World Air Games coming up in December 2015. And my name is, in the ballooning industry, commonly known as Joe's dad. Nobody really knows my name, but my name is Steve Zavada, and our son's name is Joe Zavada.
And you
Live here in Wadsworth. Yep, local balloonist.
My name's Chuck Cole. This is 52 Studebaker. I bought it a couple years ago. We done a little bit of work to it.
So you take it to a lot of shows?
Took it to a few. Took it out to the it's a bowling alley in Wadsworth here.
Yeah.
We took it there a few times. I like it.
Runs good?
Runs good. It's excellent running car.
Very good. Okay.
All right. My name is Paul Koziol, K-O-Z-I-O-L. All right. I work for Discovery Aviation Center. We are a non-for-profit that tries to get kids and adults introduced to the world of general aviation through fun activities, a flying club, and other social events. We are out of Lorain County Airport, and our main goals and missions is to increase the general aviation population. And we're going to keep current pilots in the air, and we want to meet new ones and give them an opportunity to go flying at a pretty reasonable rate. Any other questions? What else would you like to know?
Well, we'd like to know more about where do you do this? All over the...
Yeah. We have the Av Lab here, and it's got a couple RC simulators on the outside, and on the inside we've got a full-scale simulator and a jet seat, we like to call it. And we've put this together this year, and we're going to take this to schools throughout the wintertime just to have an educational program. We're going to teach kids how to build airplanes, small little model airplanes, and then they can learn to fly them on the RC, and then we can take them out to the airport and learn to fly them there. And we also have a full-scale airplane simulator, which you get kids introduced to it as well, and adults. Don't forget, there's some big kids that want to learn how to fly too, and we're going to try to get them introduced to aviation as well.